And this is my interpretation.
But yeah, that's what I was saying though, man. It's like me personally, I watch highlight films from Riverdale from like 91 season on up to like 2005 when Lil Gaston Miller and all them was there, man. But the 91, that's the one that I say, man, look at my cousin. Ricky looked like he was 100 pounds, but he running around and man.
Ricky Osborne, man, was you know, he was like the foundation.
Yeah.
You know, because you got to realize Kendrick Green, stupid.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't have him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like Kendrick Green was, and he was playing, you know what I mean, in Rankin system.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. Like that same year.
Right. Yeah.
Kendrick was being Kendrick. You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. I had to look at the film and fast forward it all the way to the end and look at, you know, the roster and see who number 4 was. It said Kendrick Green. I said, that's who that is out there,
man. Kendrick. And see, that's what folks don't understand. That's where the mold they come from. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like everybody had their own personal journey to this walk. You know what I'm saying? Right. And me personally, I was just like audition.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. With the Brian Davises and
well, I took things personally, man, after seeing these brothers, man, out here playing.
Yeah.
Coach Rankin, you know, the whole system, man. Why we won, why we took over. Let me solidify this. Let me tell y'all this. I ain't ever lost a regular season game my whole career. You know what I mean? My freshman year, we knocked off Oakland. I recovered the fumble. You know what I mean? And
I wish you had that film.
We can find it.
I wish you had that film. But you know what though? When I talk to people, man, you know what? A name that I always come up to. Clicky Clark.
And you know, that was something like, dude, that was my name. Like Coach Rankin, they put that was Clicky Clark on the catch. Clicky Clark on the touchdown. Yeah. See, I didn't have nothing to do with what he said in the box over MTSU. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What a lot of folks don't know is I was the only one on that squad that could celebrate.
Yeah, because you know Rankin wasn't having it.
He wasn't having it.
Hey, act like you've been there before, put the ball down and hand it to the referee.
He was not having that, man.
Yeah.
Any individual that was with us in that era could tell you I was the only one to celebrate.
For real.
You better you know, smile through your face mask and hand that ball off.
You know how Rankin was.
Dude was a game changer.
I'm gonna tell you,
Rankin was a life changer. He didn't understand how Murfreesboro was growing and you know the influences we was having.
Yeah.
Coach Rankin come from Cannon County. He kind of put a lot of that together. You know what I mean? Like if Coach Crawford, he was already there. Yeah. If he didn't respect what Coach Rankin was saying, then he would, you know what I mean? Like Coach Matthews come in, you know, Coach Maynard.
Yeah,
Coach Maynard was right.
He was a defensive mind.
Man, the dude was
They had a solid, you know, coaching staff, man.
But this the thing though. Okay, my freshman year is when Coach Rankin come.
Yeah.
So if they built that. He kept a few from the staff.
Yeah.
He coming from Smith County. You couldn't have earrings.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Like That's what I'm saying. You kicking folks off, you know, and this is a story, you know what I mean? If I go to this story, see this story right here is a life-changing story for me.
Yeah.
You had to believe in the dude, man.
Yeah.
We had to take sacrifice. Got kicked out because he wouldn't take his earrings out, man.
Damn.
Coach Rankin wasn't going. That's your brother, man.
I'm gonna take. Damn, I ain't know that. I didn't know that.
So, but was who he was.
But you know what's crazy?
Coach Rankin wouldn't let that happen. So everybody like, oh, you know what I mean? I ain't, you know what I mean? Because I don't want to get kicked off.
Damn.
Coach Rankin, look, the reason we fought like we did and did what we did because they built that weight room.
Yeah.
When they built that weight room,
that's what made them Warriors right there.
My freshman, the sophomore year, man, we went in there and ate this shit up.
I ain't know that.
We ate it up.
That's when they put that in there.
They built that thing. My freshman, by time sophomore, sophomore spring, you know what I mean? We going into that summer of me being a sophomore. Yeah. Man, the weight room was there, man. It was beautiful.
That's what built the Warriors.
Shirts out, man, like we was earning this shit, dog. Yeah, man, we was locked in, dog. Yeah, who bit the most? Yeah. You have the maroon most pound shirt, for pound and all that. The yellow shirt, man. You know who had all of them? Who? And he was probably the only one.
Kenny Fletcher.
Kenny Fletcher.
Who was it?
He had a couple of them. But you know who had all of them?
Hold on, let me guess. What year was it?
No, the year we talking about. When they opened that thing, you know who had all of them. And I don't think nobody had all of them.
Kendrick. That's who it was.
That's who it was. Woo! That's who it was. And I just put you up on it.
I mean, how'd I guess that though?
Man, Kendrick was buzzing because he wasn't used to Coach Rankin. Coach Rankin come with rules, structure, foundation. Yeah. This what we gonna do. It's a team game about you.
Kendrick had all.
Kendrick was hot when he went in that weight room. He got stupid.
Yeah.
He had every shirt. When they giving out shirts, you wanted one.
Yeah.
I'm a sophomore. I want one.
Yeah.
I don't know how I'm gonna get it, but I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like. T-Bay got one on me. I see. Yeah. You know what I mean? Fleshing them. Everybody getting these shirts, man. You went to school with pride.
But see, that's what built, you know what I'm saying, the team, you know what I'm saying? Everybody working for it. They really working.
Man, Coach Rankin, it wasn't there before.
Yeah.
Like that was his structure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was his foundation. That's what he was doing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And
it's a whole different culture.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
a whole different culture. Yeah. He built that, and that's what I said, man. We got there.
Understood.
We seen them players that y'all had getting stronger and stronger. Then, so we wanted to get stronger. So
I'm gonna tell you, man. Look here, man. Coach Rankin, dog. You know what I mean? It was, you know, you wanted to impress him. This is Clicker Clark, and this is my interpretation.
Sometimes I just be at the crib brainstorming. It's my interpretation. Yeah. This my interpretation. Turn pain to motivation. Whole life in translation. Made all from meditation. This my interpretation. My way, no explanation. They doubt I change the station. I'm tuned to my vibration. My interpretation. My interpretation. Yeah. My interpretation. My way, no vibration. My interpretation. My interpretation. My interpretation. I came from pressure and pennies. Yeah. Turn every question to semis. Yeah. They try to tell me the limits. Yeah. I heard a lyric already. Yeah. You see a loss, I see lessons. Yeah. You see a block, I see exits. Yeah. They see the cracks in the pavement. Yeah. I see the path and I'm present. Yeah. This my interpretation. Turn pain to motivation.